cutting across to some more breaking updates that we are picking up. This time in reference to the BBC controversy, in fact, and the kind of case that was going on in the Apex Court. And now we're putting across a breaking update that the Supreme Court has sent notice to the centre over the BBC controversy. And we are putting across more details of what's really transpired inside of the courtroom in the Apex Court as well. And we have now seen the updates coming in from the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court, in fact, has now issued a notice to the central government and has sought answer from the central government. And to file this reply, in fact, the central government has been given 3 weeks by the Apex Court. And of course, we are learning some more details coming in from the Supreme Court itself, where they have directed the centre to file the reply in 3 weeks. And the matter, we're being told, is next going to be heard in April. And we had, of course, seen the hearing that had gone on inside of the courtroom in the Apex Court today. And we had seen that the bench of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice M.M. Sundaresh, in fact, were conducting the hearing as well. And now, post that hearing, we are getting some more important details that the Supreme Court, in fact, has issued this notice to the central government. And we are learning, of course, that the central government has been given 3 weeks to file their reply in this matter as well. And of course, the matter, now we're being told, is going to be heard next in April as well. We will be getting you some more details of the kind of arguments that have really transpired in the courtroom. And of course, what it really means of this order that has now been given, and this notice that has now been issued to the central government as well. All right. So, of course, we are getting some more updates as far as these hearings are concerned. Let me once again bring in my colleague Niranjan from the Mumbai newsroom. Niranjan, it's over to you. Please decode what had happened in the Apex Court today when the hearing had gone on in the Supreme Court. And, of course, the order that has been given, the notice that has been given to the central government, 3 weeks that have been given to the central government to file a reply in the court as well.
Well, yes, this is the breaking news update now coming in that the Supreme Court hearing the case that challenged the ban on the documentary has asked the centre to respond within 3 weeks. So as a matter of procedure, the Supreme Court asking the centre to respond. The petition was filed by, of course, the NRAM of the Hindu group, Prashant Bhushan, one of the petitioners. And I think, if I'm not wrong, the Trinamool Congress MP, Mahua Moitra, also part of this entire petition, asking why the documentary was banned, challenging the ban on the documentary. The centre has been asked to respond. So they've been given 3 weeks of time. So that's where the story stands. 3 weeks time given. And Supreme Court has asked the centre to file a reply within 3 weeks of time. So that's the breaking news update coming in. I'm handing it back to you for now. And
well, that being said, yeah.
Yes.
That being said, Niranjan, if I could come across to you for just one more question,
yes.
Because we had been talking about how, this hearing had been going on. And of course, we had seen earlier as well, source-based information coming out that the government had received this intel from agencies that this might create a law and order situation if this documentary, in fact, is aired as well. So how will that also figure in this hearing? Is that something that will be a part of the reply of the central government? Can we expect that to be so?
Well, the hearing has taken place already, and the fact that the centre has, as a matter of procedure, has asked the government to respond within 3 weeks. The matter will be heard now in April. So centre has to respond in 3 weeks. Matter will be heard in April. But you're right on the fact that there were some reports that there was intel. Also on such a docu-series causing a law and order situation. Those details came out earlier because, even parliamentarians claim that this is part of a propaganda by the BBC, which has been taking money from the Chinese, for example, and is very close to the Chinese establishment, investing in China. And some of these allegations have been made by people like Mahesh Jethmalani as well, who spoke this morning. And we're just going to play that soundbite out right now. In fact, if you can do that, Priyanka, because even this morning, Mahesh Jethmalani said that this is an issue that should be looked at very closely, given that
Absolutely.
the Chinese and the BBC are almost like friends.
Absolutely, absolutely. Niranjan, let's play out that soundbite of Mahesh Jethmalani and we'll be back with you for some more breaking updates on the story.
This is showing that the BBC is completely financially interlocked with China, with the Chinese state, through Chinese state-owned companies like Huawei and all that. But the idea is that, to show that the documentary, basically, is no more than a Chinese-inspired initiative. This is showing that the BBC is completely financially interlocked with China, with the Chinese state, through Chinese state-owned companies like Huawei and all that. But the idea is that, to show that the documentary, basically, is no more than a Chinese-inspired initiative.